Hi, welcome to Bike Social. I'm Michael Mann, and I've just got back from southern Spain where I was with Honda testing their new Africa Twin Adventure Sports, new for 2018. So Honda are celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Africa Twin, having introduced the model in 1988. But this year, for 2018, they've got a much bigger, butcher, beefier, taller, with longer range bike, which is called the Adventure Sports. So the 21st century Africa Twin was brought to us a couple of years ago at the beginning of 2016 and has been a super successful machine ever since, both available in both manual and DCT, the clever automatic box modes. And they've sold 25,000 in Europe, 51,000 worldwide, and just last year it was the third best-selling motorcycle over 500cc, behind the Yamaha MT-07 and the, of course, the BMW R1200 GS. So it's in good company as an adventure bike, and Honda have taken the original 2016 Africa Twin and made the Adventure Sports model taller. It's got a different riding position. It's got a longer range because it's got a 24.2 litre tank, which is good enough for around 275, 300 miles according to the MPG that I got out of the test, which is about 54, just over 54 MPG. It's also got new suspension with a much longer travel and new damping. It's got more ground clearance as well because it's the front suspension, the rear suspension. Got 20 mil extra on the base model Africa Twin. Well, the seating position is super huge. It's 50 mil up on the standard bike, and that makes it 920 mil. So I'm 6 foot tall. Yeah, I could just about get both feet flat on the ground. But it did make it, especially with that bigger fuel tank, it did make it a bit precarious, let's say, especially with the auto box, the DCT. So if you're manoeuvring slow speeds, if you're trying to turn the bike around, you know, if you're less confident, perhaps slightly shorter, it's a little bit tricky, especially because on that DCT box it's a little bit snatchy. The bike's got a new ride-by-wire throttle, or throttle-by-wire is what Honda call it. So yes, it does smooth it out. It's got a slight refinement to the airbox as well. So there's a bit more sort of a flatter torque curve. It's really torquey down low, but it's a much more progressive sort of engine note and engine feel. I rode both the DCT and manual gearbox bike, both on-road and off-road. And it's definitely off-road bias, especially with that height, especially with the ability of that beautiful parallel twin 998cc engine, which is an absolute gem. If you're going to buy it, basically what I'm saying is maximise its ability because it's such a lovely bike. I'm a big fan. You can read the full review at bikesocial.co.uk.